All right. We're back. We're back again. Mm, all right. All right. So, what are we doing today? We are working on the geology quests, but not so much the quests because those are all done for the most part. I do want to plug in askers and stuff, so it feels like old Misty or Nasali's like telling you fun facts and stuff. And then there's askers that pop up when you're in the middle of a quest, like, yo, how's your quest going? But what I want to do today, for the most part, is add the luck into it. And then potentially get magma blocks done and added into the drop system. So we'll start with the luck from the Nisali quests, and then we will add magma blocks. Because Bruno wants it all the way up to red diamonds. And I don't have any red diamonds on the map yet. Red diamonds only come out of magma blocks. Okay. So I went through luck in one of the earlier parts of working on Classic Misty Mountain. There is a luck mechanic for our mining where at the beginning of an RNG roll, we get a roll from 0 to our luck potential. Now, that is what our luck potential is what's going to increase when we do our geology quests. So luck potential. Right now I just have our luck potential set at 25, but it's actually going to start at 0. Nasali geology quests. Probably keep the... No, I'll just make a new board. Actually, no, we'll just keep it around here. We'll keep it right here. Alright, so when we start the first quest, we need to get 20 coal. And then we're using this action message that comes back. So that action message can also be what gives us more luck. So there's 11 things. 11, I think we wanted to get up to 65. I don't know. But for now, I'm just going to add 5. 5 luck potential for each thing. So actually we can just duplicate this math rule. So I already got the message at the top. This is the message that comes out when we complete the quest. So instead of adding to this, which is keeping track of what the Nasali button does, we're going to instead populate that with a luck potential variable that we made up a while ago. And I'm going to add 5 each time that we finish the quest for now. And then that equals our new luck potential. So luck potential plus 5 equals luck potential. So yeah, that's really easy. Action.1. Oops. Action.1. This is really easy. Gonna be done with this lickety split. Action.2. Four. And we'll just put one of these rules in each one. Make sure it's got the right message on it. And then we'll be done with the luck. Fine. This is the last one. So for now, you can get up to 55 luck. Which I don't know. if that is what it's going to be or not, but that's how I'll have it set up for now. Just have a meeting with Bruno and see what he wants to do for each one. Oh yeah, another thing we have to do, the titles. Okay. So let me see if I can find this. I get all the titles. Let's see. I'll just populate it with generic names and go back and finish it. That's what we'll do. Excuse me. So, what's another thing that happens when you finish a geology quest? You are granted a title. Respect. Reputation, I guess. Reputation in the form of a title. So, how are we going to do this? I'm going to need a couple variables for sure. Let's have a number. So, a role. I think role. I'm going to call it title. Your title variable. And we're going to need a text version. Title text. Okay, so we need a player needed message for a HUD to pop up. Button, okay. Completion, no. I don't think action 0 will give us a HUD. Do you want to see your title at all times? Or do we want to see it just when we're standing next to Nasali? For now, let's just keep it on view it all the time, I guess. So let's go back to our on-player join where we add everything to the HUD at the beginning. Hop over to our on-player join board. And so for this, we're going to use the text, title text. And I don't know what to call this. Title. Reputation. your title. No title. Or be like the nomad, which is nothing. Okay, so we've got the title text on the game board, or on the HUD, I mean, when we start the game for now. Let's go back to Nasali Geology Quests board. What's up, Wicked? Good to see you in chat. Thanks for dropping in. So we should also be able to use action 0. I really hope they don't take completion messages out of quests. That would suck. So I'm going to do two more things with action 0. We're going to grab the title variable, and I'm going to add 1 to it because for quests and stuff, I don't know, I might not need this actually because I could just unlock quests. That message instead. No, I'm going to need this because the people are going to be buttons, and then they'll compare this variable. And if it's like a 0, if the number is a 0, then they'll know you're a nomad. If it's a 1, then they'll know you're a beginner, or whatever the titles are going to be. So yeah, we do need a variable. And then also, actually, let's just keep these separate so I can duplicate them easier. And then we'll duplicate this, and I need to replace a text value. So when we get action dot 0, dot 1, I don't know what the titles are going to be, so instead of nomad 2, I'm going to just change this to title dot 0. We can change them later. Title dot 0, title dot 1. All right, perfect. So now we have luck getting added. We've got our title variable changing by 1, and we've changed our title text to the next title for the visual representation on the HUD. Pretty slick. All right, I just gotta do all this again. Change that. Change that. There's 11 resources, so I only need to do this 11 times. All right, duplicate. Whoops. Action dot 3. Title 4. Action dot 4. And so on and so forth. Whoops. This is my heaviest board so far. I was thinking I was going to break this next part up, but it really makes sense to keep it all together. So we'll just have this one be a little heavier than it's supposed to be. Three more. Last one. All right, that's it. Please let me save. I'll be right back. I have to take a quick break. Alrighty, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay. So we have the titles, the luck, the quests. I really feel like adding the askers in right now. So we could do the magma blocks. Okay. Educational magma. What was the magma drops? There is. The blue diamond. The red diamond. Where's the red? How come I only see the cube? Where's the red diamond? Huh. Did it get replaced with the cube on accident? We should only drop diamonds out of magma. I'm down. I wonder if the red diamond got replaced. Weird. Hey Nasman, good to see you. Let me check something quick. Welcome into chat. Hopefully everybody's having a great day. It's Friday. Is it emerald? I can't remember. I'm seeing if we still have a red diamond quick here. For some reason, it's just not showing up in my GameMaker. Must have got replaced. Hmm. Did we ever make a red diamond? That's true. We might not have ever made one because I don't think it was ever a drop. It was when it was multiplayer, so everything was in the HUD, banners and stuff. Okay, so red diamond, blue diamond. There's no white diamond in magma, but we're gonna put the ruby. Hmm, I really can't remember what it is. Magma drop. Yeah, we used to have a red diamond. Weird. Emerald, sapphire, ruby, blue diamond, red diamond. Sure. Did we used to have a red diamond? What happened to it? Time flies by. It's all a blur. I don't remember anything. Okay, so let's have this loot table. Oh, it was called the Ruby Diamond. Let me see. Ah, yeah. That's right. That's right. Now we got it figured out. I got there.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yes! We got it figured out. Don't you worry. Never stopped me from working in GameMaker either, you know? So I don't blame you. All right, so we need to make the magma drop. Drop magma 0. Magma. collect magma. Save this as a oh wait, gotta replace it. And we're gonna have to make the red diamond drop. Or ruby. Red. Change this to red. Select diamond red. So that's the blue one. Fairy dust magic. Oh, that's beautiful. Drop red diamond. We have to make the RNG for this one. So let's hop back up into the rules. So we're gonna have to create a new board for magma, RNG, lock, and drop. We'll call it. I'm gonna go into stone first and copy the logic though. Are you working on it or what's going on here? Why aren't you traveling? Okay. So if we highlight this, which is the only rule that I have on this board, group of rules, I mean. So if I have it highlighted and I hit Control Z, copied. Control Z and then Control V. And we'll paste that group of rules here on this board. Oh yeah, first we gotta do the magma pickaxe health check and pay part. Okay. So we're gonna duplicate this. Magma blocks cost 320 pickaxe health. Okay, yeah, I forgot. I had to add a little timer in there to give it a little time. To make sure that we didn't pay for more blocks than one if we destroyed more than one. That's right, that's right. So I need a variable.
Hello? Hi.
Hi,
Wait a minute.
Ikian.
Who
I'm
are
Fred.
you?
Thanks for hopping into chat. Hopefully you can get some sleep soon here. But I do appreciate you hanging out in the middle of the night. Fred, and Freddy. What am I doing here? Ikian distracted me. Oh yeah. Time. You can distract me all you want though. Busy magma time. Hey, it's my favorite sound effect. I don't have my headphones in today, so you probably hear an echo. Okay. We will type mine magma. Copy that part so we don't have to keep typing that. Mine magma false. Mine magma false. 320. So only one of these is going to be true. Either we have more than and equal to 320 or less than 320. If we have more, then we're going to mine magma yes. If we have less, then we're going to mine magma no. If we get a yes, then the transaction is going to happen, and we need to subtract 320 from your pickaxe health. And if we get a no, then we need to tell the player that they failed because magma costs 320 pickaxe health. And if we get a no, then we're going to drop a piece of educational magma. So drop magma dot 0. And mine magma check is the message that comes out of the block, the health message when it's destroyed. And that's going to start this timer, which makes sure that we only send this false message out once. And we don't pay for extra blocks that we're not going to get rewards or rolls for. Perfect. All right, we're going to go over and build the magma RNG, which is pretty much just repopulating this stuff. So mine magma yes. It's going to give us our luck potential. RNG magma dot 0. RNG magma 0. I need a RNG for the magma. I already made that. Good, I guess. RNG magma. Oh, and this needs to get changed to luck for the magma active, and that way that you can't exploit luck when you mine more than 2 blocks at a time. Or more than 1 block at a time, I mean. Alright, so when we get RNG magma.0, it's the first roll. And then we add in the luck. RNG magma plus the luck, and that's now our new RNG. Now it's time to check it. RNG magma. I'll save this part now so I don't need to keep typing it. RNG magma.0 check. Alright, now the real magic happens. Alright, this is our tier 1 roll. Drop magma.0. Drop magma.1. Or that's not right. RNG magma.1. Alright, so we roll We add our luck. If it is less than or equal to 40, then you don't get a drop. If it is greater than 40, then we roll again. We don't keep re-rolling luck. You get to keep your luck roll the whole time, the same luck. So we add your luck to your RNG, and then it's time to check. We keep doing this till we get through tier 5. So now we're rolling to see if you get the tier 1 drop or if we go up to the tier 2 roll. All right. To add in the luck. It's the same thing every time. Magma plus the luck equals the new RNG. Now it's time to check it out. So we have drop mag mod 3. Wait, was that 3? That was 2. All right, getting closer. drop magma dot 3. RNG magma dot 4. And this is the last one. Or check. All right, we're getting real close. All right, I'm gonna double check this just to make sure I changed all the variables. RNG 0, RNG magma, add the luck. RNG magma, add the luck. Add the luck. RNG magma, add the luck. Great, looking real good. Now we just need to make the asset spawners on the force pick upable. Add some add some magma blocks, make the preset, stuff like that. What I've been using to test stuff. So I just gotta do all this stuff for magma. Drop magma TV test. Drop magma.0. What's that? Emerald sapphire. Drop magma.1. All right, just putting together testing things right now. Can I explain the point of a logic room? Well, it was much more necessary back in the past than it is now. Basically, you don't really need logic rooms anymore. You can just do everything in the rules. But back in the day, we had everything down here to make the game work. Like, RNG used to be mechanical. So that meant platforms with asset spawners, with stuff you had to kill and reset. You used to only be able to spawn, there was no presets at one point. So the only way you could get a preset somewhere was have a health on the map that respawned to a tag. So those would all be sitting in your logic room. But nowadays, logic rooms, you don't really need them. It's just a convenient place to have all of your mechanical logic. So this is just here because it was grandfathered here. I don't know. I don't really use logic rooms anymore. So this is 4. Um, if your logic requires you to do that sort of thing, yeah, you could definitely do that in a logic room. And we used to have to, but with presets and stuff now, you can just save it as a preset and spawn it on the map, no problem. So, um, I think for the most part, you don't really need to have things on the map like you used to. But I'm sure there is some logic that would want stuff on the map when you start the game, maybe. But I can't think of anything you couldn't accomplish with the preset off the top of my head. And the rules. The rules were the rules were the main thing that got rid of your logic room because you can do anything in the rules. I was trying to use an on equip, but couldn't do it with an asset that was spawned. It's already placed, then I picked it up, then it would work. I guess that on equip would have to be done in the rules. With like the on equip message, you mean? Like when you equip an item, it sends a message out? Is that what you mean? On equip message? I could test it out for you, but you mean if you had like a preset set up, it wasn't quite working for you? I bet you it was just a mistake. Like the preset wasn't quite set up or something. But it depends what you want to do with that equip message. I mean, you can do anything with a message, like manipulate things in the rules, toggle things, start quests, for sure. And if there's something specific that you would like me to uh, show you or dig into a little bit, I would be happy to. Can you put it here in chat or send me a message? I noticed you have more options if you place opposed to an asset that is spawned. Well, you with presets like, let me show you. Here, just give me 1 second. I just saved. Just give me 1 second. I'll load up a new experience and show you. I'll be right back. Give me a hot minute. I got somebody at the door. So, Nasman, I bet you what you didn't realize. Let's see here. Blah, 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 blah. Ooh. Equipment, there we go. So let's say that we got this stuff. And they're collectible. We want them to be MP collectible so that they can talk to the rules. Well, it depends what you want to do, but I like to be able to talk to the rules. So they're going to be MP collectible. And then we have message on equip. What's up, Garnikin? Good to see you in chat. Appreciate you being here. I appreciate everybody being here for sure. Message on equip. So equip dot chest. Equip dot arms. Just give me 1 second here. Equip dot head. Equip dot legs. Okay. Basic armor chest. We'll save this as a preset. Our chest piece. Our arms. Okay, whatever. Basic gloves. We got our basic helmet, even though they're goggles. And our basic pants. Okay, so now we have those 4 presets. How do I spawn this on the map? Let's see. I'm going to use a concrete tile so I can find it after I spawn in. And so we're going to make this an asset spawner. And this is where I bet you were messing up right here. Let me show you. Let's say if we interact, we can spawn it, but right here, there's a use preset. So yeah, if you try to create an asset that you spawn, there is not a lot of options you can do for sure, but we can spawn presets. So if you make this true here, then we can go and select our chest. So then let's say just to show that we're hitting the rules with a message, let's say that when we equip our chest, then we'll just create a variable quick. If you have something in particular you want to do, I definitely would love to set that up for you. Maybe not right now, but in the future. Well, let's just take a look at our gears. And we'll do like just some math. Equip chest. Add 1 to our gears, and that's our gears, so we'll see it go up. Equip arms. Equip legs. Equip head. So we got this one, and I'll go 1, 2, 3, just duplicate it, and we can say that I want my gloves, my helmet, my pants, and then I'm going to delete these so they're not on the map. We'll see if it works for us. All right, so equip messages. So you can see I have a 1 on the HUD. HUD popped up. It's a 1. It's a player needed message. Beautiful thing. Gloves went up to a 2. Headpiece brought it up to a 3. And the pants brought it up to a 4. Oops. So hopefully that helps you out, Nasman. Yep, there's a little true false there using the preset. This part right here tripped you up. So, yeah. Is there something else you would like to show me what you can do with the message, or you can shoot me a DM or anything at any time too, and I can do a stream about it. I would be happy to, honestly. It's kind of my thing. I was wanting to have an item make it so a block that hurts you won't hurt you anymore when you equip it. I don't know if you can do that. There are ways around it. I don't think you can do like specifically the block, because that's built into when you spawn. The block's built into when you spawn. But you could do something like, I'm in this trigger volume area and it turns on a message broadcaster that damages me while I'm in this area. And then when you put the gear on, it turns that area off. Maybe it destroys that trigger volume, or it affects the rules in a way where the message broadcaster can't hit you anymore, or toggles that message broadcaster off. It depends if you're doing a single player game or a multiplayer game, because that really, really, really changes how you have to do things. But yeah, if you give me some details, I'll help you come up with something for sure. We can figure something out. Add lots of health. You could heal them. I don't think there's any way to add more health onto someone other than like defensive equipment. But you could over heal somebody. You could send heals out at them. That trigger volume idea would probably be the closest thing that would feel. And it would be easy if it was single player. If it's a multiplayer game, we gotta think of something else. Alright, so I have to remake this thing. I have a the master copy here built with logic donuts, and this is what we're going to use once I'm 100% certain that this force pick-upable is never going to break. Okay, so I need one of these for my educational. What's up, Play Game for Fun? Good to see you in chat. Thanks for dropping in. I appreciate you. Nasman, is that going to be a single player game? Or do you want to make a multiplayer game? Single player? Okay. You can do anything you want in single player. So. One of my next streams, I can go through some prototypes for you and send you the logic. If you want to shoot me a message and give me more specifics of what you're looking to do, I can try to, more tune it in for exactly what you're looking for. Otherwise, I'll just do like a prototype of what we were talking about. An area that hurts you unless you put on equipment, and then that area won't hurt you anymore. It'll be really easy. So magma starts with emerald. It goes coal, iron, silver, gold, emerald. No, what? Coal, iron, copper. Forgot copper. Silver, gold, emerald. Drop magma 1. You have a sapphire. Drop magma 2. We're carrying around a lot of asset spawners with us, in case you didn't know. A lot. But so far it's been working really good, and I'm happy with it. I hope it keeps it up. And I hope adding these more asset spawners don't do anything. Drop magma 3. And then we have the blue diamond. And drop magma 4. And then we have to create a new one for the red diamond. Drop magma 5. But yeah, if you want to have something for your land for the next Builders Challenge, now's the time to start working on it. And it goes to anybody out there. If you'd like help setting up some logic, please let me know. I would love to do it on stream and send you the logic. Let's get everybody some sand for the next Builders Challenge. Now would be the time to start. All right. I just saved this, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Pretty sure. I'm all over the place. Okay, so let's go ahead and duplicate this. We're going to change it all back to concrete tiles so I can keep an eye on it. This needs to have the pick tag on it so it works. I'm going to delete this. We're going to grab all these. Change them over to concrete tiles. Is it possible to copy all assets and logic from a map to and then paste it in a one by one? No. No, it's not. Not that I know of. But it's easier than ever to copy your logic and paste it, but yeah, it's more of a painstaking task. I've had something I've been very slowly building but never quite finished, of course. As I build it, I come up with new ideas, and I haven't finished any of it. Yeah, it's tough. It's really tough to be consistent and finish something. It's one of the reasons I started streaming every day, just so I stay consistent and finish things. But yeah, that's one of my favorite things about working on projects consistent over a long period of time is like there's this one point where you just get over the hump and all that work just really seems to pay off, or like it all really comes together, and then it doesn't take much for big changes and everything really comes together. So yeah, just stay consistent on it and do your best. Staying consistent is the main thing. But life gets in the way, that's for sure. And motivation gets in the way. But builders challenges are something I definitely encourage everybody to get involved in. It's a huge community thing. We can drive traffic to each other's lands. And yeah, get something out there, whatever it is. Builder or game jams are extreme. Competition is extreme. The games that come out of game jams, unbelievable usually. So those are harder to get yourself to participate in depending on your skill level and stuff. Also, you usually have to work with more than one person, teams of 4. Not that you have to work in a team of 4 to win a game jam, but you're going against usually teams of 4 or more because you can't really prove it. But Builders Challenge, totally different. That's more of a community driven thing. Shakespeare drives people into your place, and then you can spend your own time in there usually, depending on how they're going to build the system. But Builders Challenge, yeah, way to go. For sure, participate. I cloned the game and then started to delete a lot of stuff to keep it simple, to have a little something for the last Builders Challenge, but never finished that either. Yeah, it's tough. But you can do it. I believe in you, and I will help. I'll help. I'll just make you a game and give it to you. But I don't know how satisfying that'll be for you. Getting sand is satisfying, though. If you get sand with logic that I send to you, that'd be very satisfying for me. So many things to do. It would be great to be able to multiply myself. Well, with AI agents, maybe we can pretty soon. But yeah, that's a funny. The amount of times we probably all think about that. There was just another version of myself. That took my commands and was my obedient servant. The Tesla robots are starting to look a little bit like that in a I Am Robot creepy sort of way. Is that what that movie was called? I, Robot? With Will Smith? The Chris Rock slapper. Okay. What's left to do? Create the magma block. It is low-key scary for sure. 100%. Us humans don't really think about the consequences of our actions. I could just take the fishing logic and add a couple quests, catching so many fish and publish it easy peasy. Yeah, I'll send you that. I can send you the fishing logic. That I came up with, or if you have any other sort of ideas, no problem. We need to create the block. So I deleted all the blocks out of here. Mineable stone. So this is going to be, let's replace this with magma. Magma. Ready, wait. Mining magma. Mining block magma. These different. Because one has a mining animation. Yeah. Ooh. Because this is old, I can't get it up to 320, is that right? It's kind of an epic on it. What about this one? Well, I don't think they're published or anything, so I should be able to go add stuff to it. So, mine magma check gets sent out to the rules when we destroy this. It's 200 health for now. It's a magma block. And I don't want this one though. No animations, less faces, more optimized. Let's go. Okay, so we'll create this preset here. All right. I'm not quite sure how magma blocks are going to work yet. We were thinking that potentially that they would unlock once you beat up the troll witch in the quest line and unlocked her room or his room, whatever. This guy, Kuzu. So this is the first room, and then where are we at? Goes over here. So this is the magma room. I don't know if the magma blocks are gonna spawn once he's dead, or how it's gonna quite work. But for testing, let's just leave some in here, I guess. All right, so we've done a lot of stuff without testing. We added the luck and the titles into Nasali. We created the magma blocks and all the RNG and everything that goes along with it. J. Kane, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome into chat, or welcome into the stream. So let's see how this goes. Whoops, I put him right in my face. So the title popped up, your title, title.0. That's because we haven't done anything. I go up to Nasali. Could start the first geology quest. Collect 20 coal. Let's go down here. All right, so it should take 320. So we'll be down to 1680 pickaxe hull. Yeah. Pooped out an emerald. This might be a better spot, actually, for the spawners rather than behind, just right in front of the face. I like that. Because actually, I think the collision of the avatar just makes it, like, shoot out in front of you. Like you're spitting it out of your mouth. That might... The asset spawn... Well... I don't think... Well, the asset spawners might have collision on them, actually. I can mine one more magma block. Sapphire. All right. We'll be ending the stream in about 10 minutes. Jeez, you can pick up stuff from far away. I didn't pay. We're not paying for red diamonds yet. Something I still gotta do for sure. This is why I don't want to put it in front. It can end up in the walls. It does seem to be shooting behind me. I'm not sure what's happening. We'll find the sweet spot. Promise. But the force pick-upable seems to be money. You know, I'm running around mashing E. Haven't been able to get rid of it since I set it up. So, it seems pretty promising. I'm glad we went with this route. It allows us to keep all of those perfectly placed blocks all throughout the mountain. So, now we should get changed up to title.1. Start the next quest. I should have turned the luck on so we can watch the luck. I should have 5 luck right now. Oh, I already have enough. So we're at title.2. And at this point, you'll be at 10 luck. These are my testers, so they just spawn resources for me when I run past them, the trigger volumes. Sending messages up to the rules, saying that I got a roll. Definitely delete these off the map when it's live. So make sure if anybody sneaks down in the logic room somehow, they can't cheat. Boop, 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 boop. That's pretty fun. Okay. Gold, emerald. So what are we going to work on next on Monday? If I'm working on Misty Mountain. either we're working on logic for Nasman on Monday, or next thing we're gonna do at Misty Mountain is we can keep working on the Solly, putting the askers together, which that's not very fun. But something that we want to do with the new game is have like a more dynamic, cool starting intro sequence thing. So I'm going to build that on stream. We're going to do the tutorial. Got to do the tutorial. Those will take up a lot of time right there, so. Setting up the new intro and the tutorial, those will probably be the next main staples that we work for in Misty Mountain. And that, once I get all that solid, we can go ahead and do like all the lore quests and everything and start putting the finer details onto the gameplay. But we're pretty close to having just like all the main mechanics together. Oh yeah. I have to have one more meeting with Bruno to make sure we're gonna do this, but like you can see the resources on the bottom that we're picking up. Those are no drops, or if you mine when you don't have any pickaxe health. So potentially there's going to be a couple of things that you can do with those resources on the bottom where you could sell them for a market value to somebody who wants sand, dirt, clay, gravel, or stone. Or you can take them to the refiner to it's like a bonus round, I guess, where you can like put it in there and try to get another drop from it. But the RNG is going to be much more tight, probably. So those are more things that we'll be working on as well. There's a lot to work on. Don't you worry. We've got enough emeralds. We've got enough sapphires. Our title's going up. Got enough rubies. White diamonds, we do not. And hopefully Bruno keeps doing Lucky Miner Wednesdays, where you can put your name in the wheel of names to try to be the lucky miner. And pick the blocks that he'll mine for you. And every 2,000 masters you get one sand. So always be lookout for the Pickaxe Master stream on Wednesdays, the Lucky Miner streams, where Bruno gets to hop in the map and see all the work we've done throughout the week. We're almost done. Finally. I haven't put this quest together yet. Of course. Or I didn't put the the right tag on this. It thinks it's a blue diamond. Got the blue diamond tag on it. All right, but we did get a lot of good work done today. Happy with the progress. All right, much love, everybody. My DMs are always open. Hit me up on Twitch or Discord if you'd like to chat. Otherwise, I'll see you on Monday around the same time. You're welcome for the stream. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate all of you. Much love. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. See you on Monday.